Hey everybody, it's spring with Suds and Such, and what are we doing today? Tomato roundup, people. Well, these guys are the guys that were on the porch. We finally planted them.
This was the easiest place to plant
Yes, because
we just filled in where we dug it up.
You know, the roots are not massive, so we were all right on that.
They'll die out in the winter anyhow.
Yes. Well, they'll actually can be pulled up and put into a bin. But I thought I'd show you those. We'll move on. Okay, guys, here's a little tomato. Now, this is our, I can't even remember how to say it, San Martinez. Yeah, San Martinez. This is a tiny one, and I'm hoping it'll make it. Don't know for sure. Okay, guys, I hope you can see it, but here's my other San Martinez right there. I'm zooming in on it. He has got some columbines around him. He's in the flower bed because I think he'll grow good there. So we'll move on. Okay, guys, look how these tomatoes look. They're looking awesome. We're just hoping they hurry up and get bigger and we get some off of them. And if we walk over here, this one, I thought I would have had some off of. I have got one that's turning yellow. If you'll take a look, and I think I'm going to swipe him off and put him in the window, to be honest. Right there he is. He's looking good.
We got some pears turning yellow.
Yeah, Jesse Lee actually done picked a bunch of the pears. But we've got more down our turning. I'll have to get those off. This thing actually is loaded. Look at that. If you like the little Tommy Toe type tomatoes, these pears, I mean, look at this plant. It is, you know, I think that's more like 2 plants or 3, but my goodness, that's a heap of a tomato there. Then over here, this one, we have got some beauties on there.
You're not going to pull that one.
Yeah, I might have to. Put him in the window. And then we've got a bag. Want to tell them what we did?
Well, we attempted crossing this tomato, which, to be honest, we don't know what it is. We've got so many different varieties that we lost count.
Yeah.
With a pear.
This one, to be exact.
And the bag hasn't come off yet. It's still alive. I don't know if it's actually formed a tomato, though. I think the plant has slowed down, and maybe whenever we pick some fruit, it'll speed back up.
So we'll move on. Okay, guys, our tomato down there, oh, he's loaded. He's got some deadening leaves, though. The top still looks good, but he is loaded. Okay, this tomato looks gorgeous, but it's very slow. Very, very slow. But it has got tomatoes on it, so that's a good thing. This one, it's got at least 3 on it. Still slow. This tomato does not look so hot. Got 1 tomato on it, but it doesn't look so good. These 2 tomatoes look fairly good and got tomatoes on them, so that's wonderful. The flowers look awesome. Look at the wildflowers, guys. Okay, these marigolds look awesome. Look at the tomatoes. They're starting to turn. Let's get over here where we can show. Looky there, starting to turn. I got a pink one off earlier. There's one. They're looking good. They're hanging in wads. The tomatoes are. So that's awesome. Okay, guys, we got a ripe tomato on the vine. Over there's nothing about ripe too. Yeah. But I'm going to sneak them off today and put them in the window and let them get really ripe. Okay, here's another tomato. This is one of the ones we planted before the last ones. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago. It's got tomatoes on it. But if you go right up here, here's another one, and it's kicking the bucket. And then you go right here, put on tomatoes, kicking the bucket. Have no clue. Then if we walk over here, here's this guy. He looks fair. The top part, the bottom leaves are kind of looking bad. This one over here does not look good at all. Has blooms, but doesn't look good. This one, same thing, bottom leaves looking really rough. Walk down here. Same thing with this one. Top looks alright, bottom looks horrible. Okay guys, our bag is still on there, but it's got water in it.
From the rain.
So we're going to try to get the water out and put the bag back. Not sure if it's going to make a tomato or not. We're hoping. Because that, yeah, it's got a lot of water in it. That'll be, if it makes one, that'll be, yeah, that'll be a cross between this tomato and the pear tomato that my husband's over there messing with. He loves them pears. And it, I mean, so far it ain't kicked the bucket. It looks kind of like a tomato, don't it? So we'll just have to wait and see. Keep fingers crossed. Okay guys, look at the marigold. Growing really good next to the tomato. This is one of the tomato ones. And he's starting to get yellow tomatoes on him. This one looks awful. This one not so good. And we've had rain.